It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Vale of Glamorgan Brewery, VOG Brewery, and it's a bottle of their Session Best Bitter coming in at 4.1% ABV. It's very, very different from the beer that we had a few years back from Vale of Glamorgan Brewery. They've changed the names, they've changed the branding, they've changed the labels. The labels are lovely and glossy now. Looks really, really good, really classy. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. This brewery is based about a mile from my home. It's my local brewery. I could walk there. So what I'm gonna do is gonna pop over and meet the guys with my camera one day when we got more time and do a brewery tour. You never know, might brew a beer, who knows, eh? Nice levels of carbonation. It's a lovely toffee amber coloured ale. Lovely deep amber coloured ale. The head's dissipated quite quickly, but there's lovely carbonation rolling up the side of the glass. It just looks really good. Let's get the aroma. Lots of biscuity malts. It's a certain nuttiness in there, a nice kind of grainy nuttiness. And more of a... It's slightly kind of spicy and nettly in the... on the hop side of things. Should we dive in? Cheers, everyone. That's fantastic, and I always maintain this, and I'll maintain it again for you guys. Best bitter as a style. If you nail the style, if you get the style absolutely spot on, then it could be one of the best styles in the world. I know that I love my porters, my stouts, my imperial IPAs, double IPAs, imperial porters, Russian imperial stouts, and lambics and saisons and everything else. But as is with all of these styles, you have to get the style right, and that makes a good beer. This style, this best bitter style, is so underrated. It really is. Get it right, nail it, get lots of bready, biscuity, nutty, malty flavours in it like this had. It's got a nice sweetness and a nice hop finish, and boy, you're in for a treat. It's just some nice... It's also slightly jammy in the flavour as well. It's a slight touch of raspberry jam, and that's coming from the hops in the beer. It's also floral, but traditional. It's traditional, but very good. The style is absolutely smack on. Let's see if it's a bottle conditioned beer. This is the type of beer you go to a nice traditional British pub, you order a nice traditional, say, chicken and chips in a basket, and you order a really nice tasting best bitter to go with it, and it all sits hand in hand. It all fits together like a nice glove. I would, you know, I've just eaten, but I'm pretty sure I could fit in some chicken and chips in a basket with this beer right now. It's almost calling me. Nice carbonation, rolls over the tongue, explodes all that flavour. It's just very well made for a best bitter. The last best bitter I've had that was this good was from Bristol Beer Factory, and it was, I think they called it their best, and that was with this right up there, top of the style, getting it right. Don't be confused very quickly and I'll end the review. But don't be confused by your supermarket best bitters. When you go in, you can pick up some of them best bitters for, see, 3 for £4, 3 for a fiver, and nigh on, there are some good ones, but most of the time, they're mass produced, they're flavourless, they're dulled down, and there's nothing to them. And they've got the cheek to write best bitter on the bottle. Don't be confused by all best bitters. Some can be absolutely fantastic, but they're getting rarer and rarer to find. This is one. Go out and try it. VOG Brewery Sesiwn Best Bitter. 4.1% ABV. I'm going to rate it for style. For the best bitter style, in that category, I'm going to rate it in that category. It's almost faultless. It's a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! And cheers.